these other nations, they're just talking smack against America. They're talking bad about America. Why? Because of its immorality, of its hypocrisy. Of its hypocrisy, man. You here telling other nations what to do. Look at what you've done.
That's right.
Look at what you did to the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America, which are our people, the Israelites. Look at what you did to them. You took their land, and now you're deeming them as what? Illegal aliens in their own land. Then you want to stand like yourself, these upright Christians. God bless America. You damn devils talking about God bless. Well, God bless you.
God's going to destroy America.
The Most High set you so-called white people up for failure in planet Earth, man.
In God we trust.
Yeah. They've got Satan, isn't it?
Right. Bloody cheek. Come on now.
Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
So the scripture says, the pride of Edom's heart have deceived them. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of a rock. Again, the so-called white man, he's a cave dweller. That dwelleth in the cleft of the rock. And the pride of thine heart has deceived you. You think that you're going to be a lady forever. Right? And your house shall continue forever. But you've been deceived, man. You finished there?
Right, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
See, that's Esau. Who shall bring, that's that pride that's in the so-called white man. Who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the pride that's in Esau Edom. Because his strength is firm. As it says in Psalm 73. Let me get that, that's now. That's all right. So it says, Psalm 73, verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Their strength is talking about what their military might. That's why in their mind, in the pride of their heart, they say, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right? Who's going to take me down?
Yeah. What you got to do about it?
What?
Yeah. What are you going to do? What? The bully talk, innit? Big boy in the block.
See? There you go. Right? But let me get this is on. So let me get this. My hands is cold as hell, man. Yeah, it's cold, man. This is Job chapter 15, verse 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. So the number of this man's years is hidden from him. You don't try to move. You should move. Just move.
Yeah, same one. Every week is the same one.
It says, read it again, verse 20. Job 15, verse 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days. Yeah, because this man, he knows his rulership is coming to an end, man. It says, the devil knows he has about a short time.
Wow.
You know he's got a short time. Because the super elite, and we're talking about like the super elite, they're dying, they're old.
Yeah.
They're old. They don't have a long time to fulfill their agenda. That's why they gotta move fast.
That's why they're pushing to get it by 2030. They want to get it done by 2030.
See what I'm saying? They're moving fast because they don't have a long time to get their devices into full effect. So it says, he's available for pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. Who's the oppressor? The so-called white man, the Amalekites, the Scamalakites, right? They're the oppressor, and the number of their years is hidden to them, man. They don't know the exact time when their time will end.
Yeah.
They don't know it.
Yeah,
It's hidden to them.
It's hidden to them.
But it's known unto their Heavenly Father. We read it. A dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity, the destroyer, shall come upon him. That's verse 21. Let me break it down. It says, a dreadful sound is in his ears. What's a dreadful sound? Us.
Revelation 11. A great fear fell upon them which saw them when we rise up. You know, so we're a terror to the so-called white man who's seen the prophets rising up.
And the enemies were in fear, man.
That's right.
Roughly paraphrasing. So it said, a dreadful sound shall be in his ears.
And
What's it?
and what the Lord says, that he's going to put his words in your mouth,
Yep.
in the prophet's mouth.
See
That sound is, yeah? They don't like to hear that sound.
Yeah. That's a dreadful sound that's in their ears.
Yeah.
It's the sound of these prophecies. When they watch our videos, when they monitor our videos, that's why they take it down.
Yeah.
When we say certain things, it costs them. And they gotta flag our videos, they gotta flag our channels, man. Because it's dreadful in their ears. They're watching us, man. Because why? Because they're in power. And they're waiting for what's gonna happen, man. Who's gonna take them out of power? There's no one more on the watch than the super elite.
Yep.
Because they're afraid. The one thing that they're afraid of is Bible prophecy.
That's one thing they can't stop.
That's one thing that they're trying to control. That's why they're trying to go into the outer space, the heavens. They're trying to dig deep into the earth.
Like evil, because when the higher you are, you look down, you have more control, you can see the whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? They're trying to dig deep into that because they know that if they can accomplish that, then they know according to the Bible, the Most High will cast us off from being a nation.
In other words, they're putting the Lord to the test then, basically.
Yeah. Right? You see? So it says, verse 21 again, a dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity, the destroyer, shall come upon him. Who's the destroyer of the Gentiles? Yahawashi, man.
Right?
In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. And that's in Jeremiah 4:7. Jeremiah 4:7. Let's break that down. Jeremiah 4 verse 7.
Jeremiah 4 starting in verse 7. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Read that again.
Jeremiah 4:7 again. The lion is come up from his thicket.
The lion has come up from his thicket, the lion of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
Come on.
And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
And the destroyer of the heathen is on his way.
Yep.
Yahawashi, man.
He's coming back.
He's coming back.
Woo!
He's coming back, man.
That's
He's on his
beautiful,
way.
That's beautiful. That's spiritual.
On his way,
I
man.
was backing up your saying, and then you backed up what I was saying. Oh, that's beautiful. That was
Beautiful
a melody.
song, yeah.
The song,
See, that's the gospel.
the gospel.
That's the good news. That's the good spell. The gospel, the good spell.
Yeah. That's the good news for us.
Right. It's like Yahawashi is on his way. Right. That's the you have to preach the acceptable year of Yahawashi.
No.
He's coming. He's coming, man. Speak comfortable words unto Jerusalem. We're speaking comfortably unto you. But you don't find any comfortability in this. Your comfortability is in the world.
That's it.
And that's why you gotta die.
You're leaning on the shoulder of the white man.
That's why you gotta die. You're settled on your knees.
Empty promise.
You see that?
And when he falls, they're gonna fall. Because they're resting on him, man. Trusting in him.
Yeah,
There's a bit more coming.
Go on.
It says, the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make the land desolate,
Uh-oh.
and thy cities shall be laid waste without inhabitants.
Right, because when Yahawashi comes back, the scripture says, if a fire be kindled, what will I?
Yeah.
Roughly, that's a Luke, man. Because a fire, when Yahawashi comes back, all hell had already done broken loose on planet Earth. Right? They're talking about what? Martial law, Jacob's trouble, right? There's this whole Third World War popping off. A fire's already been kindled. So when Yahawashi comes back, that's more fire onto the scene.
Listen, Elder, right? There's bus strikes, there's this kind of strike,
Right.
and they can't even handle that much less. Much less
Wow.
when Yahawashi comes back. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Wow. Yeah. The scripture says, what did it say about there should be uproars of the people in the world.
Amongst men, invading of one another, spoiling them of their goods.
Yes, exactly. So you got all these judgments, all these plagues happening on the planet Earth, earthquakes, right? War. You see the uproars of the people on planet Earth.
On top of it, hot shock, people getting sick from that.
You see what I'm saying?
Too much at once, man.
You got these lockdowns.
Oh, yeah, that's
You got martial law.
another one's coming.
That's all. That's fire. If we get this is St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be already kindled? It's been already kindled. It's been already kindled. So how much more Yahawashi when he returns? Because what they say, the Lord will come with fire and his chariots like a whirlwind.
Surrender his anger and fury and his rebuke of flames.
But let's not go into that, man. We're not ready for that, man.
Warm it up first, you know? Warm it up. Yeah, simmer it down.
the meat before you-
Burp that in before you-
We're not ready for that, man.
Before you put the fire on it, man. The fire.
This is Job chapter 15, verse 21. A dreadful sound is in the ears of the oppressor, which is the wicked, the so-called white man. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. See, he doesn't believe that he's waited on for the sword, man. He doesn't believe it because in his mind he's plotting what he's gonna do in year 2045 or whatnot, man. And what it says what does it say in Proverbs? My hands is getting numb, man. Oh, it's lovely. Proverbs, it's lovely. down verse. I know it's a Proverbs. Hold on.
Let me know if you need to look up.
It says, boast not today
Of tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Right,
sorry.
that's not what they do.
You get it?
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see it.
It's Proverbs 27 verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. And this man, he doesn't know that he's waiting on the sword.
God.
I used to work for a reputable company, right? And I remember they used to do a forecast, like a 10-year forecast.
Oh, the business plan.
The business plan, 10 years. Do you know how long 10 years is, brother?
It's longer than Easter.
Wow.
It's agenda by 2030.
Right? Something can happen in one day, much a 10-year plan.
Exactly.
Right.
What's
You know what I
happened
mean?
in the past last 6 months.
You see what I'm saying?
You know?
And that was a pride. The pride of them. And they were confident to what they were saying.
Sales,
By this year. Right?
Because it says, Job chapter 15, verse 22, he believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, right? And he is waiting for of the sword. So the sword is ready for the so-called white man. He doesn't believe it,
It's already at his neck, man.
right? Because in their mind, they figure that, what they say, it's like a mystery.
Come on, we're going to bring some heat now, man. More brothers here, more heat.
Right. This is Proverbs 27 verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. And this man don't know that what's that day gonna bring forth? His end, man.
Yeah.
Right? He's waiting on of the sword, because Yahawashi is also the sword. It says, think not that I come to bring peace on earth,
Yeah.
but a sword. Right? And that sword is famished.
Yeah, and sharpened.
Right? See, this is the good news, man. We're trying to bring forth right now. This is positive energy.
For our people.
You see? This is go. It's a Matthew, isn't it? Yeah, it's a locker. It's a Matthew, it's a locker. Yeah. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And a sword is what? An instrument of death. Okay? So we're talking about the death of an economy, the death of an age, the end of a time and a world, man.
The end of a rulership.
The end of a rulership. Where we'll be transferred onto another people. A people that are more, what they say, are beneficial.
Yeah, people that's profitable.
Profit, that's thank you, that's the word. Profitable, man. That's the profitable servant. Come on, bring it out, man.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
But the scripture says that the number of his months are with the Most High. So only the Most High knows the number of his months. Because the number of his months has been hidden from him. When even the so-called white man don't know the number of his months. Say,
Your question?
a Christian?
We're the real Christians. Not like the Christians you see inside these churches.
So what are you talking about?
Right, the real Christians were our people, so-called black people.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So they were Israelites. Yeah, looking at them. Okay, so-called black people. To get that in Acts chapter 11, verse 26. With the first Christians, we didn't even call ourselves Christians.
No.
There's people started calling us that.
You know why?
No, you just gotta listen. You just gotta listen. Ignore this guy. Ignore this guy.
Acts chapter 11 and verse 26 says, and when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people, and the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
That's the only Christ with Christianity.
Right. So the first Christians, you were called that in Antioch. And Antioch, I believe that's in Asia or Greece, one of those areas there. So, and then and give me Acts chapter 13, verse 1.
This is Acts chapter 13, starting at the first verse. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, such as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger.
That was called Niger. Come on now.
And Lucius of Cyrene.
Lucius of Cyrene, come on.
And many which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul.
Right, so all these men, they were being called Niger. Now, Niger, that's where the word Nigeria. Niger is actually it comes from a Latin word, which means Negro or black. So the prophets, the teachers, the different apostles, they were being called Niger, which means nigger. So they were niggas. They were so-called black people. They were or Nigerians, so you can understand.
Yes, my husband always saying that. Yeah.
So you understand? So that was in the church. I was in Antioch. So the first Christians were our people. They were like us. That's when you look at the first early church icons of Russia. The early church icons. If you type it on Google, someone type in the early church icons of Russia. And you show you that all the first paintings of the apostles and the saints were our people.
Yes, it's true.
You understand? So all this imagery of white people being like the saints and the angels and the Jews and that, it's all lies. And it's good. Let's go to Google. Let's go to images. Go to images on Google. That's on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
Go back. Go to images. Thank you. Go to images. Show the system.
So who are these people? Who are these people?
Those are the saints.
The saints.
The saints, the apostles, the different followers of Yahawashi. Those are all dark-skinned individuals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the artwork that we produced during the time where we took over the whole of the Roman Empire. So there's a whole history behind it. It's deep. There's a whole history behind it.
I know. My husband always saying this. You understand? Yeah.
What country are you from? You're Nigerian.
Yeah, I'm Nigerian. Catholic.
You gotta come out of the Roman Catholic churches. You gotta come out of the Roman Catholic Church because the Roman Catholic Church was obviously taken over by the so-called white men. And they started making artwork of all the prophets being them. So what did they start to do? They started to repaint history. Right, that's what's called the Renaissance period. The Renaissance is deep, it goes to the history, the Renaissance period. And And that's why, what's that precept about a 2 Thessalonians? And then later the Lord so. So I'll bring that out. We get 2 Thessalonians 2 verse.
Right, this is 1 Maccabees 3 verse 48. And they laid open the book of the law, which is the Bible, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likenesses of their images. 1 Maccabees 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
The book of the law is talking about the Bible.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right, so the heathens, they laid open our books and they wanted to paint the likeness of their images in our books. Like the so-called white man, he reads our book and now he wants to paint himself as being us. You see that? Because he knows, let me tell you something, we're a special people. Woo! And that's how important our history is, that they have to steal it. Our history is so important that they have to steal it and paint themselves as they're us. That's how important we are. That's how special we are. It's just tell you that we're a special people. Someone give me that Deuteronomy. Come on, bring it.
Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. See that?
See how people trying to...
King James 16.
You have that.
No, I've never. You got a pen?
Oh, just a pen or Bible?
Pen or paper.
I don't have any paper, but I've got a pen.
No. You got a pen? Selected. You got a pen? Yeah.
Oh, he's got a pen.
Yeah.
Scripture and the name of the Bible that we read.
King James Version.
But people doesn't have church.
We are the church. Because the church is not an actual building. We are the building. It's us. We're that church. It's us. And the word church, when you look it up, the word church means to call out. It comes from a Greek word which means to call out. So we're calling out right now. We're calling to our sisters like yourself, brothers like this brother. We're calling to our people to come in, that the Most High's house shall be filled up. This is it. You go.
Thank you.
Can you read it?
What is Thessalonians or George State? Right, Deuteronomy 7 and 6 again. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So, give me Deuteronomy 14.
Yeah.
So we're above every people, right? We're above other races of people. The East Indians, the Chinese, the Japanese. You already read that.
No, I was going to give it to her, but she hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of Christians don't understand that they change the likeness, which is very important in churches, you know?
The icons.
Worth writing down.
Yeah, it's true.